Hi everybody! So today I thought I would do just a special bonus video where I talked about my most anticipated films to come out through the rest of this year. Hard because there's a lot of films that look really good, and so I'm gonna give you some of my honorable mentions that I have. I have Mary Poppins Returns. Hopefully will be good. I mean, the first one is untouchable, but the fact is a sequel, but I didn't love the Broadway musical, so we'll see if it can work. I'm interested in The Front Runner. This stars Hugh Jackman, directed by Jason Reitman, who I love. It's a dark comedy about politics, about Gary Hart and the 1988 presidential campaign and the scandal with his affair. So that actually sounds like it could be really interesting. So that one's on there for me. Nutcracker in the Four Realms. I'm hoping it'll be a really pleasant surprise. It looks inventive, looks creative. Like all of the Nutcracker movies that have ever come out have been like notoriously terrible. So there's not a high, like honestly, the Barbie one is by far the best. And so it'd be really cool if they could make a good one, and it would be fun and different. It looks a little Tim Burton-y to me, which makes me nervous, but hey, hopefully it'll be good. I'm excited. So another one that's an honorable mention is Widows. It looks really interesting. Heist thriller, directed by Steve McQueen, who's a really great director, 12 Years a Slave, a bunch of other really great movies. And it's four armed robbers killed in a failed heist attempt, only to have their widows step up to finish the job. So great cast. Viola Davis is in it, and you have Michelle Rodriguez, Elizabeth Debicki, Colin Farrell, Robert Duvall, Liam Neeson. Great cast. So that one looks really interesting to me. And I'm interested in Smallfoot. I hope it'll be a fun comedy. I like the animation. The voice cast is the only thing that makes me a little nervous, just because it looks bloated and unnecessary. And I don't think it'll be like the best movie I've ever seen, but I hope it'll just be a fun little comedy. Another one that I think has potential is A Star is Born. It could be really boring and just like really tired and cliched, but I'm hoping that it will really execute it well and that they'll have good chemistry. It looks like from the trailer, Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper have pretty good chemistry. And at the very least, I think the singing will be really good. So let's hope for that. And so those are some of my honorable mentions coming up. I'm sure there's a million other films that we could talk about. Let's talk about my top 5 most anticipated for the rest of this year. I'm going to start with Welcome to Marwen. This is a film by Robert Zemeckis, who is a great director. Of course, he did, Back to the Future and Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and I mean, he's just incredible. And he hasn't made a movie I've loved in a while, but this one looks really interesting and really creative. This man, I think, that lives in this like post-apocalyptic kind of world where everybody's memories have been wiped away, and so the Steve Carell character, he like puts together his life, puts back together his memories using these models, and so you've got some stop motion in here, and that looks really creative and really different, and it just looks sweet. And I really, I liked the trailer. Steve Carell, I think, can pull this all off. You got Leslie Mann in here, Janelle Monáe, Diane Kruger, so pretty good cast, and I just think it'll be sweet and creative and perfect right before Christmas. So I'm hoping that it will be good. So that's my number 5 most anticipated. Then number 4 most anticipated is First Man. And this looks really, really good. Neil Armstrong. I love these space movies, and the trailer was really good. And I hope that it'll have a pretty good script. And Damien Chazelle makes really good movies. I've never like fallen in love with his movies the way other people have. Like, I like them, I never love them, and I'm hoping this will be the first one that I love. And he's always just, there's just a certain amount of character development that I feel is missing in his movies. But this one, I'm hoping I will love it. But I can't imagine it being a bad movie. So I think it'll be good. And certainly I think we'll have a good performance from Ryan Gosling. And I'm excited to see a story. I love stories in space, so I'm excited to see that and Neil Armstrong and everything like that and learn more about him. It should be pretty fun. So that's my next most anticipated. Then my next most anticipated is Creed 2. And Creed 2 is, of course, their sequel to the first Creed, which I loved and thought was so well done, so well acted by all involved, so well shot. And I mean, that's the thing that makes you a little nervous about this, because you have a different director, not Ryan Coogler, who's such a great director, that you know, is it going to be worse? Is it not going to be good? Like, that's makes you a little nervous. But he is going to be, I think, producing on it, I believe, maybe. I don't know. Pretty much the whole team coming back, and you have Dolph Lundgren returning as Ivan Drago, and you have his son, Victor Drago, that's going to be in it. And so I don't know. I'm excited. Tessa Thompson is back. Michael B. Jordan. Sylvester Stallone, of course, is back as Rocky. And so, yeah, I'm excited for this movie. I hope it will be a really good film. And I hope the script is as good as the first Creed. And I think the acting will be good. So there we go. Number 2 on my most anticipated coming up, I have Anna and the Apocalypse. This movie looks so good. You know, I love Christmas movies, and I love movies that are like a little bit different at Christmas sometimes, because I watch all these Hallmark movies. So it's nice to go to the theater and watch something totally different. Normally, I'm not a huge zombie movie person, but I do like movies with zombies that are like lighter. Like, I like Warm Bodies, and I actually really liked Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I'm like the only one. So when it's not like scary zombies, then I'm totally game. But this looks so good. It just looks so creative, so different. We've got our musical Christmas zombie movie. Looks great. And I don't know, I'm just so excited to see something really different and right at Christmas. And I think it looks really good. It was a labor of love for all involved. It's a dream project. I believe one of the directors or producers or something like that they actually died before it could be released. And so this was like a real labor of love to get it released. And I'm just really excited for something totally different and crazy. And yeah, so there we go. That's my number 2. My number 1 most anticipated film of the rest of this year is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And I am so excited for this movie in so many ways. The animation looks incredible. It looks bright, colorful. I love sort of the hybrid animation style, where you get that flatness that I love in things like Feast and the Peanuts movie, and in Paperman, all that stuff. It feels like that kind of aesthetic, which I love, and it definitely captures the comic book feel in a way that we have not seen. And I think the story will be really sweet with Miles. I like all the voice cast looks really solid. I like the idea of like sort of the little bit more jaded Peter Parker's kind of training Miles a little bit. Like, that's sort of fun. I like that. I'm just super excited. I think this movie has the potential to be a real game changer, and I hope it will be. And so that's my number 1 most anticipated film coming up. And but there's going to be a lot of good ones. So let me know what you're looking forward to. There's a lot of ones that I know that a lot of you are looking forward to, and I hope will be good, like Fantastic Beasts 2. I hope Wreck-It Ralph 2 will be good, but they're just not my most anticipated. So anyway, let me know, and thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you later.